Hello student, meet again with me Herman Benjamin, your English teacher. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing well, right? Okay, so today we would like to learn about the new topic, the new lesson talking about analytical exposition text. Okay, so here is the text, analytical exposition text. Look at the picture. What do you see on the picture? Yes, a man is talking to an audience. Do you think that the man is explaining something? Well, of course. He is talking about something. Something is important. Okay, so today we would like to learn about analytical exposition, and then we would like to learn about what is the definition of the analytical exposition. Secondly, you are going to see the generic structure. You are going to see the purpose or the goal of the analytical exposition, and then the language features of analytical exposition. So now let's begin with the definition. Okay, so what is analytical exposition text? Here is the definition. Analytical exposition is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. So the speaker would like to tell everything that his idea that the idea is correct, and would like to draw other people to his opinion or ideas. Okay, second, what is the social function? What is the purpose of the text of analytical exposition? The social function of analytical exposition is to persuade the readers, the listeners, that the idea is important matter. So the speaker would like to ask the audience, the listener, to understand and believe that it is true, that it is correct and important. And he would like to draw people to his conclusion, and they agree to what he's going to tell to the audience. Okay, what is the generic structure of the text? What is the structure of the text of analytical exposition? Okay, there are three parts of the generic structure of the text. First one is the thesis. Second one is the arguments, a set of argument, and then the conclusion, or we call it also reiteration. What you are going to put there in the thesis? Thesis is a big idea of the speaker, big idea of the writer maybe. It introduces the topic and indicating the writer position. Once again, it introduces the topic in general, but he would like to say that his thesis is the correct position. And second one is the argument or a set of argument. Maybe you can have one argument, two argument, or more, maybe more than two. So argument is explaining argument to support the writer's position. And the last part is the reiteration or conclusion. It restates the writer's opinion, like what it has been mentioned in the thesis. Now I would like to give you example of the text of analytical exposition. My friends would like to read a text, and then you have to listen very carefully. Listen to the text.
Renewable energy is safer and has more advantages than the use of petroleum. Renewable energy sources such as nuclear energy, solar energy, and wind energy is safer and has more advantages than the use of petroleum as non-reasons. Firstly, the use of renewable energy will support the program of blue sky. As it doesn't burn the petrol, it will not produce the hazard or smoke because it doesn't involve burning process that is used to spin the turbines to generate power. The energy itself spins the turbine instead, even it only produces a small amount of solid waste or even none for water and wind energy, so it is safer for our environment. Secondly, it costs less than burning petroleum. If we burn petroleum every day to spin the turbine, why don't we use the power resource that is available? We need only a small amount of uranium to generate the turbine to produce electricity and to light thousands of homes. Thirdly, it leads us to the future. The energy that is at present will be used up and no more left. If we use something that gives more advantages, I think we can maintain human lives and increase human civilization. One thing is clear, that renewable energy is much better than petroleum. If we support the government's plan uses the renewable energy, we can change our life.
Okay, you have listened and read a text on the renewable energy. Okay, do you still remember what is the generic structure or the structure of the analytical exposition? What is the first one? Yeah, but you have to put the title first. And second, your thesis. The third, of course, the argument. And then the conclusion. Have a look. I would like to highlight what we have already learned. Okay, so the title is Renewable Energy is safer and has more advantages than the use of petroleum. And then the thesis of the writer, renewable energy sources such as nuclear energy, solar energy, and wind energy is safer and has more advantages than the use of petroleum as a number of reasons. So after that, the writer gives three arguments. The first argument, second argument, and the third argument. And it will conclude with the reiteration at the last paragraph. So how many paragraphs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many arguments? Yes, 3 arguments. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. Why don't you now try to look at and give practice the exercise here. I would like you discuss the following question and try to answer the question. My friend would like to read the question for you.
What is the topic of the text above?
Yes. What is the topic of the text above? Right. The topic is renewable energy. Second,
What is mentioned on the thesis?
okay, which one is the thesis? This one? No. This is the thesis. It said renewable energy source such as nuclear energy, solar energy, and the wind energy is safer and has more advantages than the use of petroleum as a number of reasons. So we would like to answer this question by saying renewable energy source is safer and has more advantages than petroleum. Okay, then here is the question number 3.
What is the main idea of the first argument?
Okay, so I would like to ask again, how many argument that the writers write here? 3. First, okay, what is the main idea or the topic sentence of the main idea of the first argument? Right, here is the topic sentence and here is the main idea. So your answer must be the use of renewable energy will support the program of Blue Sky. Right, and here's the second question.
What is the main idea of the second argument?
Okay, so what is the main idea of the second argument? Okay, you have to find here. It said it costs less than burning petroleum. So means renewable energy costs less than burning petroleum. Okay, you get the point? Let's go to the next question.
What is the main idea of the third argument?
Okay, please answer. Okay, here is your answer. Is it correct? Renewable energy leads to us the future. And then here is the last question.
What is the main idea of the reiteration of the text?
Okay, what's the conclusion based on the text above? Right. It must restate what had been mentioned in the thesis. Renewable energy is much better than petroleum. Now, we would like to go to the language features. You have to know what are there in the text of analytical exposition. Okay, first, it uses the relational or the linking verb. We find the linking verb is. The linking verb is a word that link between the subject and the predicate. The subject with the place, the subject with the adjective. And I find the linking verb or the relational process is. Secondly, that we have to use the internal conjunction. The internal conjunction can link between noun and noun, adjective and adjective, sentence with sentence, and I find here and, even, and or. Okay, and the third one, using causal conjunction. So means the causal conjunction, something that can result the cause and effect. Something can cause and effect something, another thing. So I find the causal conjunction is so in this text. And of course, the last thing, we use the simple present tense. You see, here is the simple present tense. Even it only produce small amount of solid waste. Have a look. The subject of the sentence is it, and then followed by the simple present tense. And then the second one, it is safer for our environment. The subject is it, and the auxiliary verb is. So means it is in the simple present tense. Third sentence, it leads us to the future. And then the last thing, I think we can maintain human lives and increase the human civilization. Okay, so this is the analytical exposition text. So hopefully that you have already learned about what is meant by the analytical exposition text, what is the purpose, what is the generic structure of the analytical exposition, and also the generic structure, also the language features that you find in the analytical exposition text. I know that you are a smart boy and smart girl. I know you will be good in English, and meet again at another occasion. Bye.